Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So today we will talk about pragmatics. First, I will explain the definition of pragmatics. Pragmatics often deals with understanding invisible meaning, or how we interpretation what someone means even when it isn't explicitly stated. For communication to succeed, speakers or writers rely on shared assumptions and expectations. By studying these assumptions, we gain insight into how people comprehend more than just the literal meaning of words. In pragmatics, the idea is that there is always more being communicated than what is explicitly said. For the example, crack. In the sentence, "Will you crack open the door? I'm getting hot," means to open the door a little, not to break it. So first, for the context is deixis. Deixis refers to words and expressions whose meanings depend on the context in which they are used. Example includes pronouns like you, me, she, spatial terms like here, there, and temporal terms like now, tomorrow. So these deictic expressions rely on knowing the speaker's perspective, the location, and the time of the utterance to be interpreted correctly. For instance, the sentence, "You'll have to bring it back tomorrow because she isn't here today," is unclear without context to identify who, what, and when the speaker is referencing. So, deixis can be categorized as first, person deixis. This is points to individuals like me, us, him, those people, and the second is spatial deixis. Refers to locations like here, there, this place, those hills, and the third is temporal deixis. This indicates time like now, yesterday, last night, tomorrow.
Next is inference. Inference connects what is said to what is meant to relying on implied meaning. For example, "Where's that spinach salad sitting?" Refer to a person, not a dish. "Can I look at your Chomsky?" Refers to a book, not the author. "Jennifer is wearing Calvin Klein" refers to clothing, not someone named Calvin. This example shows how object e.g. salad can imply people, and names e.g. Chomsky can imply things. Successful interpretation depends on recognizing implied connections, like linking Picasso to a painting or Mozart to music. The next one is anaphora. Anaphora involves referencing previously mentioned entities, antecedents, to ensure cohesion. For example, "We saw a boy washing a puppy in a bath. The puppy struggled and the boy cut weight." Antecedents, a boy, a puppy, are referenced by anaphoric expression. The boy, the puppy. In contrast, cataphora introduce pronouns before the antecedent. Example, "It appeared suddenly," a massive grizzly bear. Anaphora often relies on inference, such as, "We rented a house, but the kitchen was small," assumes houses have kitchens. "The victim was shot twice, but the gun was never found," implies a gun caused the shooting. Anaphora enhance coherence and reducing redundancy.
Presupposition. So, presupposition refers to the assumption a speaker or writer makes about what the listener or reader already knows or believes to be true. These assumptions are implicit in communication and allow for shared understanding. For example, if someone says, "Hey, your brother is looking for you," it presupposes that the listener has a brother. Presuppositions are present even in the question, such as, "When did you stop smoking?" This question carries two presuppositions. First, the person used to smoke, and two, they no longer smoke. Okay, a feature of presupposition is their persistence. Even when a statement is negated, this characteristic constancy even under negation. Pragmatic markers. So, pragmatic markers are optional words or phrases such as "you know," Well, I mean, and I don't know, that speaker used to indicate how their statement should be interpreted. These markers can convey a speaker's attitude toward the listener or their own statements. For instance, such as share knowledge, I mean signal clarification or self-correction will mark a shift in focus or tone. For example, in discussion about speakers might say, the famous poet, and well, I mean, he's famous in America, at least using these markers to adjust or clarify their message.
So next, I will explain about politeness and speech acts in communication. So what is politeness? Politeness is about being sensitive to someone's face or their public self-image in conversations. There are two types of face in politeness. First is negative face. This is about giving people space and avoiding imposing on them. For example, sorry to bother you, but could you help me? And the second is positive face. This focuses on creating connection and making someone feel valued. For example, let's work on this together. I know we can do it. And why does it matter? First, in communication, some action and words might threaten someone's face. And second, strategies like being polite help reduce this risk. Next, I will explain about speech acts. Speech acts are more than just saying words. They involve doing something like making requests or giving a command. There are two types also on speech acts. First is direct speech acts. This is what you say matches what you mean. For example, did you eat the pizza? This is a direct question. And the second is indirect speech. This is what you mean is implied, not directly stated. For example, can you pass the salt? It's not just asking if you can pass it. It's politely asking you to do it.
Next is relevant studies. The pragmatic analysis of the interior monologue in Layla al-Atros Latosboh Tatoha by Eman Hijazi. The study focuses on the pragmatic analysis of the interior monologue in Latosboh Tatoha by Layla al-Atras. Interior monologue as a literary technique reveals the cognitive process of characters. The analysis applies relevance theory developed by Sperber and Wilson to examine how these inner thoughts are communicated and interpreted. According to relevance theory, communication involves shared knowledge and context, allowing for the construction of meaning even in abstract or indirect expressions. The study highlights how the protagonist's inner thoughts are shaped by context and personal experiences, reflecting a deeper understanding of the character's intentions and emotional state. The research concludes that the pragmatic analysis of interior monologues offers a richer interpretation of characters' inner lives and underscores the importance of context in understanding their behavior and thoughts.